I'm kind of out picking up some stray pieces of Spanish moss to use on some of my plants in their pots and stuff. There was a bunch laying out here the other day, but I guess the wind blew it away. But there's plenty around. There's plenty around. I'm gonna go up here and look see if there's any more of those cactus pieces laying on the ground. I found quite a bit over here. There's a piece. That's too hard to get up. Too hard to get up. There's some more. I'll have to clean it up. I'd rather get it out of the trees. It's cleaner when it comes out of the trees. But I ain't got nothing to reach most of it. Oh boy. Oh me, I hadn't done much today. Been thinking about a lot of things. Just about drank that whole bottle full of water. Sometimes I'm really thirsty. I need to quit drinking so much water right before I go to bed. I noticed the other night, there goes a cardinal, 2 cardinals. I wonder if that's the one that has the nest over here. I wonder what it would cost to have a tree service people come out here and trim that palm tree, you know, start at the bottom, all them little things sticking out. Those all need to be trimmed off. But Probably take about an hour to do it. I could do it up so high, but I couldn't. No, I can't do it. No, I can't do it. I used to could do it. I used to could do it all the way up. I had a couple of the trees out there on my property in Citra, and I kept it trimmed all the way up, and every time some new ones would break off, I'd get a lighter and go up there and trim them off. That's a lot of years. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's about 16, 17 years worth. At least that. And next time a good wind comes up, it'll be blowing some more off of there. They break them off. That's been there a while. Not done much today. I got this thing here. The only thing I don't like about this thing here, I had 3 of them, and I put them all 3 in the same pot hanging basket. And again, let me see what it's called. That gone. It's an annual, it's not a perennial. It is called Salvia, an upright annual. It tries to get too much taller. It's got a red flower on it. If it tries to get too much taller, I'll clip the tops out, keep it bushed out low. And this one here, I got a bunch of marigolds in here. They seem like they're growing awful slow. And these knockout roses, this one will start blooming again probably in the next week or 2. This one's full of blooms right now. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7. Got 7 blooms on it, or buds. I wish they had a smell. And my daughter's wanting to plant some kind of a bushy shrub out there at the mailbox. And I'm thinking about, well, golden dewdrop would look nice out there, but they, first freeze it comes, they do them in. Of course, they'll come back. But there's some other stuff I could put out there. Maybe some viburnums. I got some viburnums over here rooting. I don't know what I could put out there. I've got several things I could do. Oh man, I ain't done nothing much today. I'm tired. I watched Survivor last night. It hadn't been exactly that exciting. I've enjoyed it, but of course it's getting down to the nitty-gritty now. They got 3 on the jury now. They finally got Tori off. I didn't particularly like her. But they didn't even get the vote. They discussed it, and there was only 5 of them on that team, and and 3 of them had immunity. Jonathan had immunity idol, and Necklace and Drea had an immunity hidden idol, and Marianne had a hidden idol. And they was all just talking about it, and they said, well, we're not going hunting. And Drea and Marianne took their idol up there to Jeff, said, we will be playing this quick as the votes it's over. And so Jonathan had the Necklace, he was immune, so that only left 2 more that could be voted off. And that was a no-brainer. Tori went home. Tori went home. But the thing about Drea has a couple of other, has an advantage that she can play, and I think she has another idol. So if she plays them the next 2 times it comes up, boy, that's gonna get her close to the end. I like Drea. Little black lady. I've been dwelling a lot of I see things happening to people all the time, you know. Well, I see or I hear about different things that happen. And there was a thing that was just on the news. Little girl, 10 years old. And she was at her aunt's house, just visiting. She lived about a mile away. And she was spending some time over there at her aunt's house. And then when she left to go home on her bicycle, she never showed up. What is that? Anyhow, Anyhow, they found her the next day. She was dead. She had been strangled and beaten to death. Didn't take them long to figure out who did it. It was another kid, this boy, he was 14. He was 14. Plus, it was her cousin. Now, they haven't said this, but it seems like the boy, that was the son of her aunt that she was out visiting. I'm just assuming a lot of this. And he admitted he had planned it and all this. He also admitted that after he strangled her and beat her to death, after she was dead, he raped her. After she was dead. Now, that being her cousin, that means that boy's parents was either a brother or sister to her parents. How devastating is that? That your brother or sister's kid killed your kid. And they won't release her body for another couple of weeks, so there won't be no funeral for them. Now, when they have the funeral, does that mean the parents of the boy that killed her, do they go to her funeral? Or they stay away, almost like in shame that their son done that? There's a lot of different angles to that. Looking at that, a lot of different ways. Now, right now they have charged him as an adult. He's 14. And they got $1 million bond on him. Now here's the thing. Why would they even put a bond on? Why would you want somebody to conceivably could bond out that sit there and kill his 10-year-old cousin, strangled her and beat her to death, and then raped her after she was dead? Why would you want that kid out walking around amongst you? I don't think he needs to be out on bond. Who knows how dangerous he is? But it remains to be seen whether he'll be charged, or he is charged right now as an adult. Will they try him as an adult? I don't know. And what could possess him to do that? You know, sometimes I try to wrap my brain around what would make somebody do stuff like this. How would you want to hurt somebody? Unless it's somebody you just really, really had it in for or something, you know. I can't think of but a couple of people that given the opportunity I would kill. And then again, I'm not so sure I could do it then. I don't know. I couldn't do stuff like that. But I grieve for that girl's family. I grieve for that boy that did its parents, because they're all family. I can't think of anybody in my family going all the way back to my first cousins. I can't think of anybody further back than my first cousins. I know some of my second cousins, but I can't think of any of my cousins that was bad people. I can think of 4 of them that was pretty mischievous, and I would be one of the 4. Timmy would be the other one, and Charles would be the other one, and Ray would be the other one. But we weren't mean. We were mischievous as all get out. Tracy's over there watering her stuff. She takes care of her yard. Of course, she's got all the equipment. She's got a nice lawnmower. She's got a golf cart. She's got a vehicle. Nice home. And probably owns it free and clear. Just had a roof done over there. That was $8,000. I like Tracy. Anyway, no, I didn't have any mean cousins, you know, evil. None of them. None of them. I had a brother-in-law I think was pretty wicked. Lived his whole life. He had a couple of marriages, none of them worked out. And he had no children. He had a I don't know if it was gonorrhea or syphilis. He had something young. And it made him sterile. He did now. Anyway, folks, this is going to be my video today, short and sweet. What have I got to do tomorrow? I was able to get my other plant to get higher up where I can get more of that in the dirt. I'll be able to cut them loose in a couple of weeks. They'll be rooted. A friend of mine down the street, well, he's not a friend, just an acquaintance, a neighbor. He had this giant monster pothos going up a tree. I mean, the huge leaves. And there was 3 or 4 vines going up there, and one of them, he decided to cut it loose at the ground and pull it all the way down out of the tree, and it must have been 20 or 30 feet long. I just freaked out when I found it. I don't know what he did with it. I'm gonna go back and ask him. Maybe it's stood back there in his backyard or something. Cause just one section that long and about that big around and with one leaf on it, $49.99 on the internet for one of those. And that thing was pretty long, and it had leaves all the way up. So I've been aiming on trying to catch him, see if it's, maybe he's got it laying back there in the woods. I don't know. I'd sure like to have some cuttings off of that. But it is what it is. Anyhow, I need to put them jade plants in the bigger pot. I want them growing up straight. I'd like for them to be tall. Got an Elvender over there that needs to go to the back. I need to go down the street and see if those Amarillo seed pods is ready to pick. You don't pick them off of there till they turn black or dark brown. But hey, you new subscribers, I appreciate you so much. And guys, what am I backing into? Look there. If you got any comments or questions, please post them. I love to talk to you. And I'm up to still doing private live streams with anybody that wants to. And when I say private, that's what they are. They're private. They're private unless you tell me I can post them. If you don't want them posted, they won't be posted. They'll be private. But that's it. I'll see you in the next one. See ya. And post them. If you don't want them posted, they won't be posted. They'll be private. But that's it. I'll see you in the next one. See ya.